I decided I wanted to write a column about summer beach reads. I know summer really hasn't arrived, the weather's not that great right now, but it will come and we're gonna all want to go to the beach with a book. What I didn't want to do is write a column about books that you can just get at an Indigo on their popular shelves. I wanted to write a column about books that would be considered summer beach reading 1,900 years ago, the classics from ancient Greece and ancient Rome. To do this, of course I didn't know it myself, so I had to go to UBC where I met the brilliant CW Marshall. He prefers to call himself Toph, I like to call him Toph. So Toph and I went down to the beach to discuss some of these books. You'll notice when we get to Toph reading an excerpt that it's kind of windy, it's not the greatest conditions, but you'll get the idea. What I asked for Toph was to get me a book that would be an absolute page turner. Something that you would, as you were going through it, you would just go, oh my God, this is a book about evisceration and it's about adultery and it's about all of the things that you would find in the most salacious of novels today. Yet it was written 1,900 years ago. This is Toph reading an excerpt from this magnificent novel.
You could see the bandits standing in an enormous armed force on the other side of the trench. There was also an improvised altar made of clay, and next to it, a coffin. Two figures led out a girl with her hands tied behind her back. I could not tell who they were, as they were wearing armor, but the girl I recognized as Lukipi. Then they sprinkled holy water over her head and led her in a procession right round the altar. Someone played the flute over her, and the priest began to chant what was in all probability an Egyptian hymn. Then a signal was given, and the assembly retreated a long way from the altar. One of the two young men laid her on her back and tied her down with some pegs driven into the earth. Then he took his sword and plunged it in below her heart. Twisting it downward, he ruptured her belly. Her innards leapt out at once. Tearing them out with his hands, he placed them upon the altar. When they were roasted, each man cut off a portion and ate it.